Husband sent money to his former sugar babies. Yesterday, I saw his phone notification that he sent 110 euros to a sugar baby he met once. They had sex and he paid for it. For background, we met in sugar dating website. I'm 28-year-old female, and he's a 37-year-old male. I had a short stint of being a sugar baby for 9 months. I was supporting my parents while working for a poor country. So that's how she met him. He had 2 long-term relationships before me. Between those relationships and after, he was sugar dating, which is a euphemism for paying for sex. Those breaks between relationships were like a year. Okay, so he was keeping himself busy for a year in between relationships and hopping from relationship to another. I mean, he's 34. That's 2 long-term relationships with breaks in between 2 years, or 3, including theirs. So that means that guy is definitely emotionally needy. He definitely needs that support. Anyway, when we started dating, we both agreed we wanted to have a normal relationship and to retire from that lifestyle. Interesting. I wonder why he said that. No, I really wonder, because perhaps that's what he wanted. Perhaps there is a side of him that wants to keep on sugar dating and wants the thrill of that. And perhaps there is another side that thinks that's a waste of money, that's a waste of time, that's a waste of sexual energy, of chi. We didn't meet anyone else after we started dating. Fast forward to now, 1 month after getting married, I saw a notif on his phone that he sent that amount of money to someone from my home country. Okay, so he has a kink for these home countries. I'm guessing something like Latina, Colombian. Searched the name, and sure enough, it was that girl who likes to check in on him every now and then. Turns out he sent money to these 3 girls to this girl 3 times. Once this month and 2 other times over the past few months. Repetitive behavior. To my knowledge, he also sent money to 2 other sugar babes while we were together, but before getting married. All right. He said it's because they asked for money. For this recent one, he said she needed help with rent. No sexting or exchange of services involved. He said he did it because he wanted to feel needed. Now, that's a powerful reason. That's not something you can give him anymore because you're saved. He wants to save somebody. Captain Save-A-Ho. We're together almost 24/7, so I'm positive, or at least I hope, he hasn't had sex with them. And before we started dating, I knew he wasn't into sexting. So I believed him when he said there was no sexting. We already talked about resolutions. Next week, he will talk to his therapist, and tomorrow we'll look at his phone together. He's already asleep. Thing is, he's already deleted Telegram and blocked numbers because that's part of our resolutions too. How to move past this? Anyone with similar experiences? I want to forgive and move on, but my trust was broken, and I'm still angry, sad, disgusted, and humiliated. I know it's not cheating, but it feels very shitty. Still, I married a great guy with great qualities. We're very compatible. He's the love of my life. Aside from this, lol, we have a healthy relationship and actually communicate well. So I'm open to advice on how to move forward. Thank you, emoji. Now, my first reaction on this is... wait, I gotta change hands. If this guy married you and he's so happy to talk about it and go to the therapist, it's because he really means to stay with you. He really appreciates the value that you bring in his life, and vice versa, the value that he brings in your life. You know, that gives anybody a sense of fulfillment and a sense of deeper meaning in this matrix life that we're living. However, his older self has habits that obviously took him to those sugar babe dating websites. What are you going to do about it? Because if he stops going to the sugar dating websites, it's not like he stops thinking about going. You know, a lot of people, they're satisfied with the act of not cheating. But to be honest, you want to truly go to the root of the reasons why a person acts like that. It's like when people get mad that you say nigga, but you still think about it. Oh, so it's not really the word that is the issue, right? It's how you think about a certain person in a certain context and how that implies racism. It's not the word. All right. I responded the following: whatever drives his urges will not disappear. Remember, that's how he found you as well. You have three options. Either you embrace it and take part in the darker side of his sexuality. Number two, either you suppress it and punish him for it with the chance of it creating a breach between you both, separating you. Third option, accept that side of him, but impose conditions on it so that it remains respectful of your boundaries, meaning you allow him to, enjoy feeling needed by somebody, but underneath controlled circumstances. That's kind of like what a government does when they decriminalize or they legalize a drug, is they say, look, it's bad if you do it, but it's better that you do it under our control. These are the prices. These are the allowed consumptions. These are the locations when you can do it. These are the timings where you can do it, when you can do it. The option that she wanted, or what I said, the option that you wanted was for him to stop doing, meaning healing that urge to engage in this sugar daddy thing. Truth is, once you create resistance around something, it's more likely for it to happen. And this is just how it is. The moment you say you don't pee on this wall, thousands of guys will line up and pee on a certain wall that they never even had thought of peeing on it in the first place. So the moment you say you can't do something, it's going to be top of mind. He's going to be edgy. It's going to create a stress reaction. When you normalize a problem, it starts to fade away. When you make it, when you criminalize it, it becomes top of mind. When you make it a tense subject, it creates tension. Is it fair for you to expect him to change his urges now when those same urges brought him to you now? Can she marry a bull and then expect that bull after marriage to stop being a bull? It really makes you think. I don't know. Things are not looking good for this lady. I hope they get to figure it out. I hope that their relationship withstands this. I think this is going to be a recurring problem, and I think she has to find the compassionate side. But her tone of voice is coming from a place of power. She is acting like she has power. So I don't know if it's based on their relationship and that there's so much trust and that therefore she can so easily talk about this problem, bringing to a therapist, explain that she's not feeling good and that she might give the impression that she might retaliate. Or is it because she's already married and she got the bag? Interesting situations. Now, tune up for the next video. Hope you like this breakdown, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.